So welcome everyone to today's self-care and service in the love, peace, and harmony field. So hopefully you're all doing well. And today we will go ahead and continue our self-care series. Let me see if I can put ourselves here. So for today's session, and just quick reminder, we will be doing a meditation with the calligraphies. And just for courtesy, we ask that you do not take any recordings or screenshots of the calligraphies. However, you're welcome to, rewatch this video to share it with others uh, so they can benefit from these practices. And although, for those of you who might be new to the series, my name is Laurie. And although I am a psychologist by profession, I am serving in this capacity as a community or a virtual coordinator with the Love, Peace, and Harmony Foundation. So we ask that you do not substitute any information here as medical or mental health advice, and to always seek your, primary care physicians. And with that, we will get into our agenda today. So today, let's just do a short check-in to see how you are feeling this week. And then we will be, the topic is to control what we can, put down the rest. And then we'll be doing a meditation in connection with this, with the love, peace, and harmony field, okay, and talk about some next steps. So last time we were, so let's just look at our gauges that we'd like to use in terms of, the thoughts, emotions, bodily symptoms, and sensations, and actions and behaviors. So again, this is to build our awareness to help us understand where we are. Hold on, let me just make sure, okay. So we know where we are at any time. And if any of these gauges go into that negative or stress, even if you can handle it, it's best to just be alert to where you are. And then it's easier to come back, to a more comfortable baseline. So we talked about really lowering our baseline, and we'll continue to work on this, right? So our thoughts, positive or negative, emotions, maybe peaceful, happy, or versus stress or overwhelm. And it's a range, it could be in between. Our bodily symptoms. Have you been feeling comfortable, pain-free, kind of full of energy, or more fatigue or pain, headaches? And also with our actions. Have you been, having loving, kind, helpful service behaviors? Were you able to do service? This is a self-care and service. Many of us really abide by that. Purpose of life is to serve. So have you been able to, go along those lines, or has it been really hard for you, right? Challenging, kind of not being in the mood, or being resistant or avoidance. So again, we don't have to judge anything. I want to again reiterate, we don't want to go into judgment. That's not very helpful, but we want to go into awareness and acknowledgement so we can take the next steps for transformation. So you can give yourself a number of where you are as a general, incorporating all of these areas from 0 to 10. And the scale can go in any direction that you like. We just want it to go in the right way to feel this happier and healthier. Okay. And today's topic is to control what you can, put down the rest. So this is again, we're going through some of the concepts in Dr. Elissa Eppel's book, The Stress Prescription, 7 Days to More Joy and Ease. I recommend it for people who, want to get more information on that. She has some different exercises, but we're just adapting it to the field. But when she talked about this and shared some stories, I thought immediately of these quotes, right? So in certain, Hallmark uses it, the AA groups. And so it's like, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And this is a quote by Reinhard Niebuhr. Excuse my pronunciation. Was a theologian, a Protestant theologian, kind of written after a prayer. But it has become very popular. And for those of you who may not, want a more general type of quote, you can just say, I seek the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this is something that, I thought of, and I thought it was a, wonderful quote to get ourselves into that peaceful state to, again, have the realization that some things we can change, and let's have the courage to do that, and some things we cannot, right? And just having the serenity and grace to accept it. And of course, we need the wisdom, okay, to know the difference. Another quote that she talks about in the book is from the Dalai Lama, is if a problem is fixable, if a situation is such that you can do something about it, then there is no need to worry, right? If it is not fixable, then there is no help in worrying. So this also talks about the worrying aspects of things. So again, it talks about how we can kind of control our emotions, control our energy, because worrying takes a lot of energy and it's not being put into the right direction. I remember we had one wonderful teacher who would come to assist us, and it was like worrying, like everything you give is like an offering, and if you worry, it's like prayer in the opposite direction, like prayer for what you don't want. So you really want to fix that message. But it is common for us to worry, and especially if it's something that we love, like our children, our family, loved ones, about our health and something that is important and meaningful for us. But what we can do is catch it, right away, and then transform it to something more helpful. So we can do that in our meditation today. And I'll just share one of the techniques that she talks about in the book, and we can incorporate it in our meditation. But it's like to take inventory of our stressors, and you can put it in two categories, okay? What you have the power to change and what you cannot. And some of these are some of examples that I found online, and you can kind of adapt it to your situation. So, it's like how you show up in relationships, how much effort you put in preparing. So this might be for a job interview, how diligently you work on a piece, or for a competition, how patient you are, how you respond to your own needs, like your self-care, right? How we respond when we are worrying, or when we need rest, we're feeling overwhelmed, and how we treat our bodies, right? What we eat, if we exercise, have positive thoughts, these are things that we can change. What we can't change a lot of times is like what people think of us, right? So sometimes we do this, but we really cannot think, we cannot control other people or various situations, right? Or for people who got the job, whether you got the job or not, okay, where you placed in a competition, and how others react or respond to you, okay? And also the past or the future, we cannot really change, especially the past, right? So putting a lot of time, we can learn from it, but kind of noting these areas. And so we're gonna do a practice, and I want I'm going to guide you to think about one area of stressor that you're having. And we'll do a meditation on that. Okay. And we're going to incorporate these pillars of well-being. Again, we've talked about it several times. This is kind of when we engage in these, it kind of really help our well-being. This is from the Center of Healthy Minds, and it kind of helps us move to growth. Okay. So let's do this in the context of our love, peace, and harmony meditation. Okay. So I want you to just kind of close your eyes. I've already checked in to see how your body is feeling, but notice if there is something that you are feeling stressed about, right? Something that's going on with you. Maybe you're being okay, but maybe it's something you've had in the past, a pattern of worrying about something, of being feeling stressed about something. Or some of us may be going through, different things, could be in relationships, finances, in our health, our self-care. And or having a lot of, things to work on, right? But just be aware of the area of the stressor and notice when you're thinking about it, where in your body do you feel it? Because we hold things in our bodies. So just kind of notice when you're thinking about, and not without judgment, but notice how your bodies respond to that area. Okay. And notice the color, shape, and size. You can do the facing meditation that we reviewed last week of feeling and focusing, right where it is. Be aware, acknowledge. We're going to compassionately connect with that and then enlighten. And we'll do that with this meditation, okay? But you're going to feel the field of love, peace, and harmony. You're going to imagine the light, the information, the frequency, vibration, just the good vibes, right? And energy. And as you connect with the field, you're going to feel this light coming into the area in your body. For those of you who want to trace or meditate with the calligraphies, you can do so. Some of you are aware of that pattern. And with as you connecting and tracing, you can imagine that that movement is, clearing out the negative information that you're holding about that stressor. Or you can just meditate. Feel the field 360 degrees around you, above you, and below you. And you're just feeling that with every breath, you're bringing in this love, peace, and harmony message into your body with this higher frequencies and vibrations. You can imagine that the field it's coming in through the pores of your skin, into the area that you're holding, that tension or discomfort or pain. And just allow that to connect with that area without judgment, without attachments. Allow it to go deeper into that area. Just feel the light and the message of love, peace, and harmony. Allow your mind to quiet as you just focus on love, peace, and harmony. And just let the light radiate into that area. Try to quiet your mind. Bring it to a state of unconditional love, peace, and harmony for your well-being, even for your concern, your stressor. Bring in the message of love, peace, and harmony. I'm going to just have you meditate a bit to this. So if you close your eyes, I'm going to Might see a block on the screen as I change the background so you can hear some music. I'm going to play the instrumental, so just the notes of the instrument of love, peace, and harmony. The notes allowing you to relax. Quieting your mind. Inhaling love, peace, and harmony into the area. Relax, love, peace, and harmony expands. Just continue to allow the light and the positive messages of love, peace, and harmony, and returning to your life's purpose can help you. We've done an exercise before of your values, your life's purpose. Many of us here on Zoom are familiar with the creator of these calligraphies, Dr. Master Qigong Sha, and he shares the purpose of life is to serve, right? Service, self-care is service. And what we mean by service is to make others happier, healthier, more empowered, and enlightened, right? So you might have a variation of this. At Satori Family Wellness Center, we emphasize bringing joy and light to people's lives. So think about your purpose, right? And feel that light of the field helping you to enforce this purpose, bringing a greater and deeper awareness. So when you reflect upon your stressors, you may be able to release the attachments to what you cannot control, right? So you might get some insights. I cannot control this. It's already happened, but I'm kind of keep dwelling on the past situation, perhaps, or I keep focusing on a partner, a colleague, my children who is dot, dot, dot. Remember, we cannot control their reactions, but we can control ours and allow the field to bring that message of empowerment so we can feel empowered to do what we can do. So you might get some insights of, maybe you're caring for your children or grandchildren or others. There's some tension. We cannot control their reaction, but we can control our reaction to it. To maybe let some things go, to just focus on what we are able to do for ourselves to be peaceful and restful. And again, we're working on lowering our baseline for rest or deep rest. So for those of you who missed the previous videos on many times we're in a higher cognitive load state. So our bodies really cannot get to that space of a deeper and more optimal restoration, where we can repair and renew our healthy cellular regeneration, to release what we doesn't serve us. And maybe you got an idea or an insight of, okay, for this situation, this is what I can do. You found what you can control. But maybe you're needing the courage to do it, right? Or there's some blockages to taking action. Allow the field to clear the blockages so you can feel empowered to do what you can that would be helpful for your self-care goal, your service goal, whatever you find important in your life. And for those of you who just want to relax in the field or bring it to an area you've been working on before, you can just relax your mind. Just allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into relaxation. Your muscles all starting to relax. Inhaling love, peace, and harmony. Exhaling any of the tension, stress, or attachments to what we cannot control. Some of you may be continuing to working on your releasing your um, uncertainty, intolerance, and you want to get more tolerant. The what ifs, the anxiety and the fear. So allowing yourself to relax, release. Wonderful. Continue to just focus on the field and the messages of love, peace, and harmony, bringing that into your body, and especially into the area that needs support. And we're going to just check in to see how you're doing, noticing how your body is feeling. Just noticing what was coming up. We're going to take, if you're still experiencing that, we're going to have some few breaths to try to bring more of that message in. So inhale from love, peace, and harmony. Imagine the love and light coming into the area, bringing that positive message. There. Exhale. Allow the message of love, peace, and harmony to condense within your being. You can bring it all the way to your lower abdomen. So we're going to ground ourselves. Inhale through our nose. Bring that all the way to your lower abdomen. Doing some abdominal breathing. Imagining a ball of light in your lower abdomen. And we're condensing the message. Inhaling love, peace, and harmony. Again, inhale, love, peace, and harmony. Last one, I'm going to inhale, love, peace, and harmony. Exhale, let that love, peace, and harmony, light expand throughout the entire body, relaxing us even further. And just check in to see how you're doing. I'd love to hear how you are feeling. Hopefully, check in for your number, see if it has gone down anyway or moved in the direction that you wanted it to go to, right? Could be to feel more love, peace, and harmony, or to feel less of that stress or pain or discomfort. And please, I'd love to receive any kind of sharing. So let me just field and and thank you. So Brittany did share some of the links on our Zoom chat, and I'll share it also on our PowerPoint so people can see the next steps. So please share as I'm writing these areas. Again, we mentioned how sharing can be actually really beneficial for your own self-care as well as service journey. And you can continue to work on these. My mother has her practices every Mondays, first 3 Mondays of the month, and a Tao wellness practice as well. We also have a free wellness evening on Thursdays. We have a playlist. So we do have one this week. Last week was 4th of July, so we had a break there so people could enjoy it with their families and loved ones. And if you are, feeling like there's so much information or you're going through a lot and you just need a bit of personal guidance, we are honored to offer these complimentary 15-minute sessions to get started. And especially if you're new, this can be, a lot. So, please take us up on that as we are still able to do it at this time, this recording. And of course, if you are needing more support, please contact your healthcare providers to continue your service journey. Please share. This is a link that has the instrumental for the Love, Peace, Harmony that we meditated. You can do it, for yourself, share it with others. You can also donate to charitable works. We are honored to support the Love, Peace, and Harmony Foundation. The QR code and can lead you to another link that you can donate. There may be these sections in honorarium. You can put in our names to let them know that you've been inspired through these sessions. Okay. And so again, self-care is service. We're going to increase our self-care is to increase the quality of our service. So I hope today has been helpful for all of you. I'd love to see if there's anyone that wanted to share, giving people the opportunity. And also, Brittany, received or put down the general evaluation form, which is another way that we can serve you. So if there is something that you are going through that you would like to have maybe as a topic in our sessions, you can fill that out and we'd be happy to get feedback, how we can improve these sessions. These are all for you. So we really appreciate that. And for those who may have had really positive experiences and we can, that would be a wonderful service to help. We can kind of share with others to allow them to be inspired to also join our sessions. So thank you, everyone. I hope you're feeling better, and I hope that you will continue to be able to let go of things that you cannot control and really be empowered to do what you can to move forward in your self-care and service journey. So thank you, everyone. We're going to say goodbye to our uh, Facebook. Um, those are Facebook. Oh, thank you, Gregory.